going to work with MULN?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I'm confused. How are you guys communicating?
Well, someone already called and spoke to me. Mothers hadn't done anything wrong. They just had a middleman that was miscommunicating from both sides, and we worked it out. Okay, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna move forward and gonna be a success. I want to ask for one simple thing, and I don't know why it'll cost me $100,000 in legal fees for one simple request. There was never. Let me just say this to you. And I don't mind you saying something, because this misrepresentation, misunderstanding has to be put to an end. Okay. It's not about the money. Okay. Number one, Mother has agreement. They're gonna pay me. Okay. I'm okay financially. Okay. Believe me, I got a lot of big companies behind me doing things, and the only thing I ask for, which I've said it many times before, Mullins has passed. Number one, Mullins has facilities. Okay? If I'm going to take on these big contracts with me and Mullins, and I had understanding, right?
Yeah.
I can't take them on if I don't have the people. You got to set aside people, look at how much money we're going to make, because they're not the ones that's going to be doing the installations, correct?
Yeah.
So stop counting the dollars and look at, if you take these contracts, you have to fulfill them, and if you don't, you're going to be sued. Okay?
Yeah.
So these are things that I had in place before I met Mullins. Okay? I didn't mind sharing it or none of that. Only thing that I asked for, and I didn't mean like control, like, okay, if I want to paint the car red and David wants to paint it blue, I just go ahead and paint it red and tell David after the fact that I painted it red without telling him. As David being the boss, I ain't trying to change nothing over. Basically, what I'm saying to you is, since I invented the product, I want to make sure that even though you got it on paper, you got it verbally, I want it on paper, that I want to make sure that any unit that comes out of a warehouse or a facility, it has my final approval for quality. Whatever y'all do internal, behind closed doors, executive meetings, I don't even want to be a part of that. These companies doing business with me because I have kept my word and do what I say. And in this work marketplace, you have people who care about their work. They take pride in their work. You have those that don't. You can't change that. So I just want to be the man in charge, since I invented it, to make sure that whoever comes in, engineers, all of that, that I have the final say to assure that we're going to give top quality work like a Toyota or a Honda or whatever. That's it. And when I talk to the people, they say, is this what you've been fighting for all this time? Yes. And nobody never put it in writing. Now, what was so hard about that?
So I guess, are they requiring you to do testing?
I didn't care about the testing. I don't mind doing the testing. Let me say something to you also. We've already done an independent EPA test, okay?
Actually,
if they want another one,
what you sent me, was that officially EPA tested?
Yeah, that was certified. That was independent. It had nothing to do with me. It was tested at Mullen's shop on their van. See, people, they don't, how could I say this? They take bits and pieces and they just whatever. Mullen and I agreed upon that independent testing company. I didn't know them from a rock on the hill or whatever. They approved the company. All I did was pay for it to show that my technology worked. Okay. Mullins want other tests, okay? I don't have a problem with that. I'm doing business with companies now. Everybody I've done it with, they want to do their own independent testing, Cal. You got it? That ain't unusual. If Mullins wants to do another test with another company on their vehicle, why would I get mad about it? Why would I not want to do it? Okay? If that's what you want, fine. But you can't call me on Thursday when I'm working for the government and tell me to be there Monday morning. It don't work that way. And that's what the miscommunication was. Hey, I need at least a week so I can make the schedules of my engineers that's already working on the government. The government is giving me more bigger projects. So I don't have a problem with that. and you can do whatever test you want, I'm fine with it. I just want to know that when we do all this here, that I make sure that the quality is good, because the company, as I've made clear, nobody's against David. No, if I had did a merger with any other company, sir, they would want the same responsibility to hold me accountable, even though Mullins and I would be a partner, or Jimmy Chu, whoever. They want to hold me accountable because they don't have a marriage with the company I'm dealing business with. If I want to give 51% of my revenue to whoever I partner with, they don't care. They just want me to continue the relationship that we had and keep performing the way that I've been performing. So sometimes when you get with companies, they decide they want to change the whole concept and want to bring in other people who may not bring the best quality. And they just want, whatever we bring, whoever we bring in, they want to know that that you vet these engineers, that you vet these technicians. We want the best quality service. That's it. And I've been asking for that. Sometimes lawyers, when they see money, they spend more time running legal bills up rather than giving the clients what they want, okay? I had one person call me. I'm not going to give his name. Within 20-minute conversation, we simplified everything. And I got a $100,000 legal bill. They finally, they didn't even send the red line to David's operating agreement. And I asked the guy, simple and plain, can we put this in the operating agreement? And yes, David has the final approval. Okay? Because somebody may want to offer $5. I may want to accept it. They may say, no, Lawrence, let's get $6 from him. Who would be opposed to that?
Actually,
I'm not.
I have a question. So, I assume you heard what David said on my channel, right?
I didn't really listen to it.
Oh, okay.
People tell me about it, but I didn't really listen to it.
Okay, so the thing is,
like I said,
I've spoken to you quite a few times. You said that MULN will stand to benefit. One thing that, even if you do go into an agreement, David is saying that MULN will not stand to benefit from any Saudi deal.
Why would he, if we have to do this work? I mean, if he don't want to benefit from it, then that's his discretion. But some companies will have to benefit from it, because I got to provide services for these companies, right? So if he don't want his team to do it, it's not a problem. There's people waiting in line to get that kind of money to be able to service whatever vehicles and things we have to do. Remember, there's production that has to go on in Saudi. Whatever these companies decide they're going to do in Michigan, that could take 2-3 years. It's going to take 2 years to build a plant. Who knows how long before it's up and running? But in the meantime, we got to supply those people out of the country with our applications. So I went ahead and got that done. Okay, so I'm not going to get into that, but they know what the conversation we had behind closed doors. So I'm not going to touch that. If they don't want no parts of the Saudi, hey, that's more for me, okay? But that has nothing to do with the agreement that I have with David. We're working that out. And like I said, I still have an obligation to the Middle East to do what I'm supposed to do. And I still have to retrofit the 2 Lucid cars, okay? Whether they don't want benefit from nothing, hey, it is what it is. I signed an agreement with David them. I asked for something very simple. That's part of the negotiation. To be able to assure that the best quality with my technology, I have the final say before that car goes out to the customer, okay? To make sure it's quality, okay? Guys, people that see the outside, but they don't realize we have a tough workforce today. You got guys that are making $50,000 a year, $70,000 a year out there working, and they forget to torque a screw on a vehicle. You see what I'm going with this? Not that I be up under every car, but I'm gonna make sure I have the right people that's gonna take pride in their car, and then the right quality control people, so that when that car leaves out, it's done the right way, and we don't have no recalls. And that's what my role come in. If you're giving me senior vice president to be over that entity, then give me the authority to make sure we produce the best quality, whether it's on MULN's vehicle or any other customer vehicle. I don't want to put it in the hands of temporary staff that somebody hired for 3-4 days and then you got to bring in another replacement because that person didn't work out. We want to bring in people that's going to give the best quality. It's simple. Dave, them, for whatever reason they want to do more tests, hey, have at it. We'll do that. It's not an issue. They just get more credibility than me. They're just another feather in my hat that this company tested, that company tested, that company tested, whatever. But my question was, I did have this concern. What was wrong with the last company that we spent $30,000 on testing that van, MULN's van? Did someone question whether or not they were EPA certified, which they are? And y'all picked them, and we paid for it. So are we doing anything different on the testing, which we don't care? But, whatever reason, like I told you and I said to the public, I don't know why Dave make whatever decision he make behind closed doors. I have nothing to do with it. I'm not privileged to it. But if he wants to do more tests, I already told him we'll be willing to do it next week, midweek, and they'll have it done by the end of the week. I mean, I don't know how many days they're going to test it, but hell, we were running tests for weeks at MULN's shop with the dyno. We put in a lot of work there. So they want to do a quick test. Some independent company again, just to have a validation twice. I'm not opposed to that, Cal. Not at all. And people putting out there like, I don't want to do the test, that's why I walked out of the deal. No, that is not true. We was having some serious communication. I'm asking for simple things, and I can't understand why it can't be put in writing and somebody's not understanding that, and it's costing me a lot of money. And if I got to keep paying all this money from legal fees and nobody's listening, nobody can come to agreement, I can't do nothing but walk away. I haven't been paid anyway, so I might as well walk away and stop stacking my legal bills for something that's a simple request. You got all these high-dollar lawyers at $1,250 an hour on my side. I have 3 of them working at $12.50 an hour. The other 2 is at $5.50 an hour. Now, how long do you expect me to keep spending that kind of money and no deal? Come on, Cal. Yeah. It's got nothing to do with mothers, whoever. It's just called communication. And we're not going to do it. Let me just move on. That's it. And that's what I said. If y'all can't work it out, I just got to move on. I can't keep spending money like this. Hell, we keep going like this. By the time you pay me $5 million, $1 million, I would go to the lawyer. And then one guy called. He didn't have no interest. He wasn't no lawyer. He wanted to see this happen. And 15, 20 minutes, we had understanding. My God. That's who should have been sitting in the room. Right, Cal? Well, anyway, guy, I just told you that we working out. And I sent a little tweet out just right before you called. I said, Mullins and I are working things out. And that's it.
Oh, you did a post?
I did a tweet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I just did a tweet. Mullins and I are working things, going to work things out. Yeah. Anyway, guy, I'm under a lot of pressure on Cal. You have no idea, okay?
No, I get that.
Ooh, tremendous pressure, man. I mean, I got companies pulling. It's bad, okay? I created a monster, Cal. I created a monster. I'm gonna tell you something else too. A very famous race car driver. They have their independent dyno, EP certified people too, and they took in one of my vehicles and tested it, and got the same results. The Chevy Volt, okay, independently. I ain't made no announcement, but I'll talk to him if you want to talk to him. He tell you what took place. Then that's between you and him, but it ain't coming from me. I'm done talking. Like I told the people in the Middle East, I'm not saying a word. If people want to know anything, y'all make the announcement. They have to, whatever they want to say, they make the announcement. Lawrence ain't saying a word anymore, okay?
Yeah.
But whatever comes out of this here, Mullen's going to say it, not me, okay? And Mullins can say whatever they want to say to you, and it came from Mullins and not Lawrence Harts, okay? But I just said this to you. Just a simple misunderstanding. That's it. Okay?
Okay.
Because I don't want to make my lawyers mad. They want to see success. And remember, the lawyers make money. The longer things drag out, the more money they make. Okay? So you read between the lines. Okay? And And I thank God that the guy did call me, because now I understand what's really going on. And if I had known that, this could have been solved 3 weeks ago. Okay? This could have been resolved. So now we're going to resolve it. And so whoever calls you, you can call them back, and somebody else called me. A lot of people been calling me. I could screenshot text message from your shareholders. All of them are sending me messages. Lawrence, please don't leave us. We need you. We support you. So, and I see the shares are going down. So just make them now to give us shareholders some hope, man. We working it out, okay? I'm good. I'm in good spirit, and we working it out, okay?
One last request.
Mullins make it further now. So just say Lawrence hires a simple misunderstanding. Mullins and Lawrence are working it out. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know the details. You'll get it. You can say you don't know the full details. Lawrence Hart said let Mullins make whatever announcement they're going to make regarding our relationship. All I can say to you is Mullins and I, we've been working it out. Okay?
Okay.
That's it.
One final request from you. Is there any way you can send me proof of like the plane tickets? Did you ever send that to Doc?
No, I did. Because I thought me and Mullins was done.
Are you able to send it to me quickly?
I will get it to you now. Now that Mullins and I are working things out, I will get it to you, okay?
Okay.
You have my word. Everything you asked of me, I have given it, haven't I?
Yes. Yeah.
I'll get it to you. And you can rest assured you're going to get it, okay?
Did you ever...
Believe me, I'm going to make sure you get time.
Did you ever ask about the Saudi contract? I know you said, is there any way I can take a look?
Well, I called the guy, to be honest with you, and he said he's going to let me know if he's going to allow me to do that because they want to make an announcement. So let me just find out. I'm never going to tell you I'm going to do something that I can't do, okay?
Yeah.
So let me find out before I make that representation. But there is no issue with giving you the plane tickets and hotels, okay? Because our company had paid for it, okay? Through the lawyers. The lawyers paid for it, but I had to pay the lawyers. You got it. Because the lawyers holding their feet to the fire to do what they're representing. I'm sorry, Cal. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
But if you call me in the morning, I'll have a status of either sending it to you or let you know what hour you get it. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, thanks,
but
Lawrence.
More like I will see why you won't get it. I mean, there's no reason not to send it to you. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
I'll do what I say, and just give me till in the morning, okay? Because of the time difference over there, okay?
Yeah, of
But
course.
I will get it. Okay.
Okay, thanks, Lawrence.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you.